Hello, and welcome to Mans Who Play Mons, episode 34. This is our randomized Generation 1 Pokemon Battle Recap Twitch show. I am one of your hosts, Ilya.
I am your other host, Matt.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm sort of surprised by a thing in the comments in it lives. Like, what's that supposed to mean? We were here last week.
Yeah, but, we are now, a few seconds ago, we were not live, per se, and now we are.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I have an urgent thing coming across the transom.
Okay, what is that?
I've actually been under a non-disclosure agreement, and I can finally reveal what's going on.
Alright, I'm
So I
excited to
just
hear
I
it.
just got this email.
Yeah.
So Nintendo is actually looking to partner with breweries and do a drunken Pokemon Master program.
Okay.
And they reached out to me. They found out about the show, and they want me
I
to.
think I'm gonna stop you right there. I think
No, they
I
want
just
me to. They want me to be in charge of making drunken Pokemon Master events and
hmm
finding out how to do like power hours for Pokemon.
yeah.
And it's it's a really great opportunity, but unfortunately that means that this is going to be my last show
Okay. Well,
because they're asking that I run this project for them and not engage in outside Pokemon activities.
does that include playing Pokemon?
No, I can play, but I can't do a show anymore. I asked why they reached out to me and not you, and I really pulled for you, man. But
Yeah.
they were saying that they just thought I was the right person for the job, and unfortunately I can do this show with you, but this is going to be our last one, at
Okay.
least with me. I mean, you might be able to find someone.
I gotta say, first of all, listeners, if any of you are interested in being the new co-host, please feel free to reach out. Secondly, I think the least believable part of this spiel is that anyone learned that this exists.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can show you the emails.
All right. I would love to see them.
Yeah.
Um,
So, how do you feel?
I'm excited to see what you do with the world of drinking. Are you planning to make use of our Pokemon drinking game?
We're gonna probably overhaul it quite a bit. They agreed with me that it's rather tame,
Oh,
so we're gonna really amp this thing up.
okay, but it is possible to amp up the level of drinking in it while keeping like the basic rules.
We're gonna find a lot of new things, man. We're gonna find a lot of new things, and it's not just gonna be an every turn sort of thing. There's gonna be a whole real system around this. There's gonna be franchises, and it's really big, and I'm just really excited about this.
Okay. Are how are you going to address the fact that you know basically nothing about any generation other than Generation One?
Well, I mean, they're starting with Generation One because they figure like that's where the oldest sort of base is. Remember that this is they've realized that they have to target an older demographic
hmm
in order for this to work. I mean, because it's drinking, so you really can't do it for the newer games.
Yeah,
So
I mean you could have the kids drinking, soda pop or whatever.
yeah, well, no, you can't. It's a drinking game.
Well,
It's
see,
it's
okay, let me rephrase. You could have the kids drinking either soda pop, lemonade, or fresh water.
oh, can it
That, for anyone listening, is a joke about how to get into
about
Saffron
Pokemon,
City.
the thing that we play in this program.
There is a very thirsty guard, actually, four very thirsty guards on the borders of Saffron City who require a drink from a vending machine.
So that actually used to be an important part of how you would do arbitrary code execution. And
Really?
when they figured out a way that didn't involve giving the guard a drink, they called it dry underflow because you no longer needed a beverage.
So, how to use the. At the risk of causing this show to become in, like 10 times more boring
Terrible.
than it already is, how did you use the. How did you use the giving a drink to the guard in order to, execute arbitrary code?
you would basically get you'd basically get the number of, there's like multiple places where the number of items in your bag is stored, and you would basically get it to the point where one of these would be at, basically one of them would be at 0, but the guard would be checking the other one, so it would underflow to 255, and then you could scroll down past all your items, and there's a glitch item that starts executing, basically that starts running code in the very middle of your Pokemon party. So then you could give them nicknames, which would, which with their stats and stuff would actually generate like real programs.
I see. Well, I hope I never run into a glitch item on my own person, because I feel like that'd be pretty freaky. Like if I just
Yeah.
like was looking through my backpack and all of a sudden arbitrary code started running.
Yeah, you want to watch out for something called F8.
Okay. If I ever run into a product called F8, I'm gonna know that something very
don't
screwed
do
up
it.
is happening.
Yeah, don't use it. Don't use it.
So yeah, I'm excited for you. I'd like to congratulate you on your new duties as the creator of the Pokemon drinking franchise. I somewhat question the premise of having an official drinking game based around a children's game, but hopefully it
I
works
mean,
out.
it's it's not a children's game. I mean,
Well,
all games are children's games, really, right?
no, no.
Like they're
I
for
there are
kids.
plenty of games that are definitely not definitely not children's games. Games
Yeah,
involving excessive
and
violence and/or sexuality
I mean,
or adult
Pokemon is
themes.
very violent and extraordinarily sexual.
Is it? Please tell me how. Maybe I don't want to know. Actually, I'm not gonna delve into that further. Let me ask you a couple of different questions. First of all,
Sure.
what are you drinking currently? It looks like
This
it
is
looks
a
to me it
this
looks
is
like
a
Coca-Cola. Is it
this is a home
Coca-Cola?
brew. This is a beer. This is a home brew. This is
Oh,
a coffee porter. It's quite good if I do say so myself. I would say this is the first beer that I've brewed that I consider, passable.
oh, that's funny because I feel like you've been brewing for a long time.
I have, but a lot of them like, and they've been okay. So maybe passable is the wrong word. I think this would be the first one that I consider actually good.
Okay. I'd also, I just want to make a quick note. At the time when, just before we started talking about how to use the drinks to execute arbitrary code, we were at 7 viewers, and afterwards we were at 4. So just, just a bit of a, random variation, not related
People
at all.
love dry underflow.
Yeah, and nothing better. Other question. I noticed that behind you, there is a Pokeball which I have not seen before during our show. What is
My
the
friend,
story with that thing?
my friend John sent it to me as a birthday present.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, isn't it?
Would you
It has little Pokemon in it.
would you like to show the audience?
No, it's all the way over there. My
Okay.
arm can't reach.
Well, the audience can rest assured that that globe back there is very impressive and only slightly cracked.
It's not cracked.
Oh, I thought I saw some cracks.
There's no crack.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, when you sent me a photo earlier, I thought I saw some cracks.
No cracks.
All right. Um, so, I would like to get into a new segment of ours, or I guess a relatively new segment since we've done it once before, although not under the
Inadvertently.
inadvertently, yes. So this is the first official run of this segment, and this segment is top 10. All right, so
I don't like what you did, and I think it's stupid.
okay, hold on. So let's
And that's
discuss.
just the artwork. I didn't even hear the music.
Yeah, well, trust me, you're gonna love the music. Why do you not like the artwork? It is
Why is
10.
it back?
I wanted to because we're discussing it, right? We are
Yeah.
addressing the artwork, right?
I don't like it.
What don't you like about it? What is not to like about this artwork, Matthew?
All of it.
Could you?
I don't like that weird Pokemon.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Hitmontop is one of my least favorite Pokemon designs.
I find it actively distasteful.
I don't know about distasteful, but I do think it's kind of
Look,
weird.
we lost more viewers. Look what you did.
Listen, buddy. This Hitmontop artwork is gorgeous.
It's the St. Patrick of this podcast. It's driven the viewers out of all of podcast land.
So look, about Hitmontop, I agree. I truly dislike Hitmontop's design, although in the course of finding Hitmontops and arranging them in this image, I actually grew to appreciate this weird ass Pokemon a bit more.
Nope, I don't.
I like how it's kind of like weirdly angry looking. I
don't like the plush one in particular. Something about it is
it's
bothering
gigantic.
me.
Maybe the fact that
excess.
it appears to be about like 20 feet tall in this image.
Also, what's with the one on the left?
So the one on the left, I believe, is like
supposed to be Sonic the Hedgehog too?
No, I think the one on the left is like a Mega Hitmontop, maybe, or like one of those like weird. You know, in the newer generations, they have like Mega Pokemon.
Yeah, they can like power evolve or something.
Yeah. So it's that, and then I also want to bring your attention to the one that I intentionally placed next to a question mark because that one is, I think, the like the beta design for Hitmontop. So
the one that's still a washed out.
Yeah, as you can see, it has like
it has one eye.
No, but it has eyeballs like up where the butt is.
It has butt eyeballs?
Yeah. Like where the waist is. It has eyeballs where the waist is.
Oh yeah, it has eyeballs of the butt.
So it's like kind of interesting because it like is upside down or also not upside down. Like you can see it two ways.
I don't like this.
Listen, buddy, I put in a lot of effort into making this.
Sure,
so
you did.
I'm gonna need you to can it.
I'm sure you did multiple Google searches.
So I'm gonna need you to kindly. Well, it was actually one Google search, and then I just took multiple results from it. But you know.
Did you have to remove backgrounds from any of them?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I had to use the magic wand tool.
I see some nice use of unsharp mask.
Thank you. Yeah, I did some clone stamping. You bet. So
all that work for this.
For a beautiful graphic, yes. So let's get into the proper top 10. So the question today is, since you have had an frankly inexplicable obsession with so-called long Mons,
long Mons,
who are the top 10 longest Mons? So you don't need to give me a ranking, but you know, and the audience can feel free to pipe in too.
Audience should not. Audience should wait.
Listen.
This is my show.
Listen, I'm not gonna. Audience, please ignore Matthew and his raving.
No, audience, don't ignore me.
So the question is,
we'll find who the people listen to.
The question is, in the Pokedex,
we're the longest Mons.
Yeah, which Pokemon have the tallest height?
Gyarados, Onyx,
End of file? Is that it? That's all you got? You can't think of any other Pokemon.
That's it. This is worse than when you do that stupid Sporkle, which we did on this show.
We didn't do that on the show. We discussed it on the show.
Yeah, we didn't do it in real time because that was when we did the podcast.
Right.
Yeah, which you're still doing.
I'm still doing the podcast?
Yeah, we're doing the podcast right now.
Okay.
All right.
If you say
All right. Onyx, Gyarados, Dragonair.
All right.
Are you gonna tell me when I get one wrong?
I mean, I will say
set this up well.
The things you listed so far. Yeah, I'll stop you once you get one that's not in the top 10.
Okay. Once I get one wrong, then I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I will come to your house with a gun.
Whoa.
Yep.
Don't do that, please.
Well, then don't get anything wrong. Pretty simple.
I'm scared. Let's see. Arbok.
Okay.
What else is a long Mon? I might regret this. Ekans?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, man. No pressure. I already said Dragonair, right?
You sure did.
All right. Okay. What is maybe like tall also?
Yeah, tall also works.
Tall is also works. All right, all right. This might be dumb. Executor?
Yep.
He's a tree man, so he should be rather tall. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
You can
There's
also just stop guessing. You can
there's
also
an
say,
interesting item in the chat, but I'm scared that it's gonna be a trick.
yeah. There's a question in the chat. Is Dratini small? Question
Spelt
mark.
incorrectly.
Yeah, spelled incorrectly. Well, let's not make fun of our moderator's
I'm
spelling, or else they might
I'm
ban us.
judging. I'm judging
Okay.
silently.
Out loud, you mean? By silently, do you mean not silently?
Quietly.
Okay.
Who else is long? I feel like am I forgetting something obvious?
Um, kind of. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say obvious, but there's certainly very big Pokemon that you're not you're not mentioning.
All right. I'm gonna guess who was like unexpectedly like Snorlax is really heavy, but is he tall?
I love this this clarification by our moderator Alien Monkey that Dratini is a spelling on the wiki. Sir, Dratini is not the word that we were complaining about being misspelled. Let me just put that up there.
I think we have to ban him.
I love that though. That's
All
great.
right. I'm saying Snorlax is also big.
Okay, you're correct.
He can hold all the Pokemons after all. All right. I'm gonna start going kind of crazy. Machamp is probably a big guy.
All right,
Ah.
you lose. You're now dead. I'm coming to your house right now with a gun.
All right. All right.
It's a squirt gun,
That's good.
but it's full of acid.
That's less good.
But it's
How-
very
how is- how-
it's
how
very
is the
it's
squirt-
very
how is
close
the
to a
squirt gun
neutral
not
pH.
been-
It's just lemon juice.
Oh, so it's a so there's actually multiple things that you have to worry about here. It can either be a weak acid or a strong acid, and it can be either dilute or not dilute. So what is it?
It's a dilute weak acid.
Okay, cool.
But I'm gonna spray it in your eyes.
I have glasses.
Yeah, but I'm gonna lift them out of the way.
You could.
Well, I could lift your glasses.
I dare you to try to touch me. I will frickin' spin with my elbows out and hurt you.
What's that? What is that called, Matt? When you do that?
Power spin.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go through the top 10 longest Mons.
Long months.
Now, slot 9 through 13 is a 5-way tie.
Wow.
So I'm gonna actually start.
They were getting lazy.
Yeah, they were getting lazy. So 13, I'm just gonna order them arbitrarily because they're all the same length.
Okay. So you're going up.
Yep. So
Right.
number 13 at 6'7", we got Mewtwo.
Okay. I should have guessed that one. But I thought whatever I guessed would have been taller. Who did I guess again that was
Machamp.
wrong?
You guessed
Machamp?
Machamp. Yeah.
I guess maybe Machamp is one of those like short, strong people, like a power lifter.
Yeah. To be fair, Machamp could
Someone
still
who
be
does-
like relatively tall, just not 6'7".
Someone who does power cleans.
Yeah. So yeah, we got Mewtwo at 6'7". We got Moltres at 6'7".
Bullshit. A bird can't be that big.
It's a legendary bird.
Yeah, that's legendarily stupid.
Okay. We got Executor at 6'7". We got Ekans at 6'7". And we got Venusaur at 6'7".
Oh yeah, because the bulb is very big.
Yeah, Venusaur is fucking
We
huge.
we determined that on a previous episode of Bad Which is Bigger when it was three things, which is not what Which is Bigger is about.
Okay. Moving
Did
on
you
up.
play the drop when I said Which is Bigger?
No, and I'm not going to.
Show sucks.
Moving up, we have at number 8, Snorlax at 6'11".
He's big.
Then the next two are a tie. We have Kangaskhan at 7'3".
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, I think
Big
it's huge.
kangaroo.
And we got Dragonite at 7'3".
Okay. I guess when you turn into a dragon, you don't like. I feel like Dragonite gets denser, but
Yeah.
I guess he also gets. He doesn't just get wide; he gets tall too.
Yeah. Then we got Lapras at 8'2".
Lapras.
Yep.
Wouldn't have thought. See,
What?
I think of Lapras as kind of a square-shaped Pokemon. Square-shaped Pokemon don't tend to be super tall.
Well, Lapras is a friggin' Loch Ness monster, so it's big.
Yeah. Maybe if you go from like the bottom of the fin to the top of the horn.
So, we have 4 more Pokemon, all of which you guessed. I'm going to ask you to guess which one of them is the longest.
I'm pretty sure it's Onyx.
Okay. So, moving on to number 4, we have Arbok at 11 foot 6.
Believable.
Believable. Then we have Dragonair at 13 foot 1.
That's longer than I thought it would have been.
Yeah. Then we have Gyarados at 21 foot 4.
That's fine.
And finally, ding ding ding, we have Onyx at 28 foot 10.
It's a lot of rocks.
Yeah. Fun fact about Onyx from the Pokedex.
He's bad.
Yes, but also, burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglets.
Yep. I know that.
You knew that?
I know that.
No, you don't. Since when do you know anything about the Pokedex?
I knew that.
Wow.
I played the game when I was a kid.
Okay. So you somehow remembered that Diglets live inside Onyx tunnels.
Yeah. Don't you?
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. I mean I remember there being the Diglett tunnel. I don't remember being explained as like the trail of an Onyx.
No. There were no Onyxes in Diglett's cave either. You could only catch Diglets and Dogtrios there.
Are you sure? Ooh. I feel like maybe there were like some rare other Pokemon.
I'm gonna say nope. But I've been wrong before, so
yeah, on the show.
With a grain of salt.
Okay. Well, we needn't.
This isn't about Star Fox dialogue, so my odds are pretty good.
Okay. So shall we get into today's battle?
Let's.
All right. So for starters, let's have a look at my team. This here is my team. Leading off, we have a level 55 Doduo. This is a very good Pokemon. It's only a single evolution, but at level 55, it's just like a very fast, very attacky, normal type, essentially. You love to see this guy on your team. Great.
I hate the word attacky.
Yeah, very attacky. Just super attacky. Then we have a level 47 Diglett. It's kind of a similar premise to Doduo. It's kind of like a fast guy with physical attacks, but it's overall wimpier. It's, quite a few levels lower. It dies in basically one hit to most things, but it can still do some work. Then we have a level 68 Vulpix, which is one of the best Pokemon in the format. It's got the Parafuse combo, Body Slam and Confuse Ray. It's got Fire Blast. It's got High Speed and Special. It's a great Pokemon.
It's really scary.
Extremely scary.
It shouldn't be. It's just a little fox.
Yeah.
And you ever try to raise a Vulpix in the game? Oh my god, that is a frail Pokemon.
Well,
however,
at level 68.
Level 68 does a lot for you.
Yep. Then we have level 39 Dodrio. Basically a worse Doduo because of the level difference here. But still an okay Pokemon. For level 39 Pokemon, it's okay.
Gets the beam, though.
Yeah, it's got the beam.
Got the beam.
Then we have a level 53 Ponita. This thing is a pretty strong fire type. I mean, it's no Vulpix, but it's got substantially better attack stat than Vulpix does, and it's also quite fast. So,
better than Charizard's attack stat at the same level.
Sure. And so it's basically just like a nice physical/fire attacker. And finally, rounding up the team, we have the Toys, Ivysaur. This little fellow was at one point the most powerful Pokemon in the format by far. It still may be the most powerful Pokemon.
He's in a major free fall, though.
Yeah, it's definitely lost a few levels since its time as the highest level Pokemon.
It was in the 70s, right?
It may have been, yeah.
I want to say it was like 71.
Yeah, so the statistics are catching up to Ivysaur. It's on the way down, but it's still a real contender.
You don't like to see it. You don't like to see it if you don't have it.
So overall, this is a very, very strong team. I'd say its primary weakness is that it doesn't have that great of a type variance.
Boo-hoo.
It's got like a couple of it's got a bunch of normal types, right? I mean, like the two.
It doesn't have any normal types. Oh wait, it has two of them.
Wow.
Sorry, they're birds.
Idiot. It's got a couple of fire
I
types,
fucked
but
up. Yeah, I would say like 2 fire types is more of just the what the hell factor.
well, I'm just saying, like, those two birds are completely walled by like any rock ground type. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And they don't even have the dignity of having mirror move on them, so they can try to mirror move
earthquake.
an earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
which
but
like never happens, but oh, it's so much fun.
yeah, like actually, like pretty much would never happen because you never want to use an earthquake against a flying Pokemon.
Well, no, you switch in,
Oh,
you
and then
take the
mirror move
earthquake.
would. Okay, gotcha.
Mirror move carries over to the next turn.
I see. But yeah, like,
Dumbass.
listen, you're the person who just said my team had no normal type Pokemon. you're
Hey,
you're no one to talk.
hey, quiet.
So yeah, this team's amazing. Vulpix and Ivysaur are definitely the strongest guys, but none of these is really a bad Pokemon. These are all pretty good Pokemon at the very least. Let's have a look at your team.
This is my team. I had a Scyther at level 47. He's all right. It's probably one of the better bugs, but his level wasn't doing him a lot of favors. There's no Pinsir. I had a Flareon at level 44. This guy's all right. He's a little doggy, but doesn't really do much. It just hits you with stuff.
It's got a very high attack.
It does have a very high attack.
Isn't it
but
like the
doesn't have
highest attack
stab.
of all the fire types?
That is possible.
Yeah.
Though it's either that or Moltres, I think.
Okay. Well,
But-
Moltres is special.
Moltres is special. But Flareon's special too. Flareon's more special than Moltres. You could go through a game and not even get yourself a Flareon. Anyone could get a Moltres.
Okay.
Think about that.
I will think about it.
Had a Ninetales at level 54.
Do you have
50,
dyslexia, sir?
45.
Okay.
45. I might. It's worse Vulpix somehow.
Yeah. Still pretty good though.
Yeah, you like having it on your team. You like it less if there's another fire type already.
Yeah.
Just like, geez, I don't need to double up on this type. Had a Rhyhorn, level 47. Probably one of the worst rock rounds that exist in
In the format, yeah.
the format. Like, this is a low level for a first evolution.
Yeah, I'd say probably the only much worse one is Geodude.
Yeah. Pidgey, saving grace of this team.
Yeah.
Level 73.
Yep.
Monster.
Absolute beast.
Don't let it double edge you. Actually do, so that I can fight you. Sea King level 44. This is like the definition of mediocre water type.
Yep.
There's nothing to be said about this Pokemon.
It learns Peck. It learns flying type move. I always found that very striking. No, you're not buying it.
I think that you need to go home.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a pretty rough team actually. Like outside of Pidgey, these are not great Pokemon, is what I'm gonna say. There's none that are like really bad. Like there's nothing like Nidorina bad,
Yeah.
but these guys are a bunch of poops.
I mean, I don't know. Like I'd say,
Ninetales is acceptable.
Yeah. I'd say Ninetales, Scyther, and Seeking are all decent in this format.
No,
No?
I'm not gonna call Seeking decent.
Okay.
Scyther on a good day, but not up against a team that has 2 fire guys.
Okay.
Woof.
Yeah, I guess our teams do have some similarities, right? Because we both have
Yeah,
two
they
fire
both have
types.
2 fires.
We both got like 2 Pokemon that are wild hard by like rock ground types, right?
Yep. But
We
both
both got
of
a
yours
ground
get
type.
stab. That's true.
And,
Mine's of the rock ground variety.
yeah. So, yeah, like
Do you have a water type though?
I do not have a water type. I have Ivysaur.
Ha! No water type. Oh, I'd take an Ivysaur over a water type.
Yeah. Not something to be proud of.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
not the best team,
No.
but not the worst team either.
Not the worst team, but
It's my
Not-
team.
it's no Ilia's team.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go into this friggin' battle.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So we got a Doduo up against a Scyther. And yeah, so the obvious move here for me would be Drill Peck, since it's good against bugs. But I decided to go with the more versatile Body Slam, figuring you'd probably switch out to something that I could then paralyze.
This is a bad place for a Scyther to be.
Yep.
And I have a rock guy, so I decided Rhydon would come out. It's a little obvious, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Here it comes. And there's the Body Slam. All right.
That's more than I want it to be.
Yeah, that's like nothing. 18%.
But there's a lot of level, man.
There's a lot of level?
There's a lot of level. You have a lot of level.
Okay, sure. So yeah, I didn't get the paralysis. Didn't get much damage in. Don't want to stay in against a Rhyhorn. So I figure, this guy is...
I think you do want to stay in against a Rhyhorn for some reason.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. I was very confused there. I was like, wait a minute. Like, why did I stay in against this Rhyhorn? I think what I figured was you were probably going to be body slamming here because you would figure that I'd be switching to something. Just like I body slammed your Scyther instead of using Drill Peck. So I figure, hey, if he's going to be body slamming, let's just try and get another body slam and paralyze the thing.
I was really conflicted. I think I had Body Slam selected and then canceled. I decided to go with Rock Slide. I just decided to go with the move.
Yeah.
And I figured, even if he switches someone, it's nice to use something with stab.
Yeah, fair enough. So here's my second Body Slam. I get the paralysis.
Dude.
And Rock Slide misses. What?
What the?
What?
Oh, okay. I get it.
Okay.
I get what's going on.
Great. Good job.
All right.
So this was
we've done this several times. Look at us.
This was a good turn for me. I got the paralysis. I evaded the Rock Slide, which would have been terrible for me as this Doduo. So I decide, hey, this Doduo has done quite well. Let's bring it home to safety so I don't, actually eat a Rock Slide here. So
yeah, this made me monumentally upset.
Yeah. You wrote stupid butt in the chat. I switched in Diglett here so that I could deal with the Rhyhorn.
I used Rock Slide again. I was just PO'd.
Okay, fair enough. Here's the Diglett, and this thing's fully paralyzed. Pretty cool. I go the Earthquake here, because that's what you do against a Rhyhorn.
I'm not letting my Rhyhorn get hurt, especially because I know he has a friggin' bird that might come back later. I do have a monstrous Pidgey, though, so I decided that it was time for Pidgey to be immune to that Earthquake.
I see you were not hiding the toys this battle.
No. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't have any good anti-Diglett choices.
Mm.
Like, who's, like, Seeking? Seeking's gonna get 2 hits on him.
Yeah, I guess Scyther would probably do okay. I mean, it would also get hit by a
Rock
Rock
he's
Slide.
got to resist that first one, but yeah, don't let that Rock Slide hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess I feel like you could have gone with Seeking here, but you went with Pidgey.
Those weren't the results that I was seeking.
Okay, fair enough. So there's the Pidgey, there's the Earthquake, and I'm terrified. This thing is incredibly large and scary. I am not keen on having to deal with it. But, I figure I don't have a whole lot of options here. Let's just try to get in some damage. So I used Rock Slide.
I'm not looking to do anything smart here. I'm just using Double Edge. I think I have a pretty good chance of actually one-hit KOing this guy if he stays in. I didn't think that would really happen, but yeah.
All right, let's have a look-see. It really happened. Yeah, that was brutal. Not entirely surprising. Diglett, like I mentioned, is kind of a wimpy guy, but yeah, that was a very sad turn.
I liked it.
But hey, I got a free switch, so I decided to send in one of my own most powerful Pokemon, Vulpix, to hopefully get this guy burned and or dead.
I got a free switch is probably the weakest consolation possible.
Yeah. So there's my Vulpix, and I decided to go with a Fire Blast here for obvious reasons.
I don't want my Pidgey to get burnt. He's no good burnt. I didn't really have something that was really great against this Vulpix, though. I want something that would kind of resist it, but I don't know. I didn't really think Seeking was really a great choice either. I went with my Ninetales. I decided to fight Fox with Fox.
I feel like you're really, I don't know
I
what
don't
you're
like
saving that.
Seeking.
Yeah, it's not clear what you're saving the Seeking for. Like, there are multiple occasions during this fight where it would make perfect sense to bring the Seeking. And you're
Yeah.
like, no, I'm just going to bring something else.
It was not the outcome that I was seeking.
No faith in Seeking.
No.
All right, there's your Ninetales. There's my Fire Blast.
Fox versus Fox.
Does a good chunk of damage right there.
Yeah, it was a nice chunk.
So, I don't
I think I also figured it would be nice to confuse the Vulpix because
Sure.
I hate it so much.
Sure, fair enough. So yeah, I don't really care about this Ninetales. Like I'm better than this Ninetales in every way. So I decided to go with.
Your guy has fewer tails though.
It's true.
Yours only has 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What?
It has 3 tufts of fur
No,
on its head.
you can't count its hairdo.
Okay, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Stop. Everyone, I give you permission to stop watching right now.
Most of them already have. So yeah.
This is a deplorable episode.
So against the Ninetales, I decided to go with the classic Body Slam to combination get some decent damage in and hopefully paralyze.
I decided to use Confuse Ray because I want to make the Fox bad at stuff.
All right. Here's the Body Slam. There's the paralysis.
That made me so mad. You don't get to paralyze me.
I just did. I
paralyzed 2 of my guys already on Body Slams.
Yeah, feels good.
It's bad news.
All right. So yeah, I just got confused. I decide that I can deal with this Ninetales easily enough with another Pokemon. I figured that you're probably going to be Body Slamming here because you'd want me paralyzed as well as confused. So I decided to send in Dodrio because it cannot get paralyzed from Body Slams because it's normal type.
I'm Body Slamming here.
All right.
Ilya knew.
I knew. There's your Body Slam.
He's actually pretty good at this game if you look past some of his obvious flaws.
So you did get a critical hit, which is pretty nice of you.
Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, I ate that Body Slam pretty hard, but it's fine. It's just all 39 Dodrio, not a big deal. I figure, okay, well, this Dodrio is all of a sudden almost dead. I might as well Hyper Beam here and try to finish off the Ninetales.
Yeah, I didn't really think about what was coming, and I figured, Ninetales will probably live through whatever's coming and then get a Fire Blast out. That'll be pretty rad.
So you want Fire Blast?
Yeah, I want Fire Blast.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually quite worried about you bringing in Rhyhorn because that'd be the obvious choice here, but I
wasn't even thinking about it, man. I should have. I fucking should have. And I didn't.
But yeah, so that was why I was kind of debating between Hyper Beam and not Hyper Beam, but I just figured, this Dodrio is not going to be doing much else anyway, so I might as well beam and see what happens.
I wish you used not Hyper Beam.
Well, I didn't. I used
that
Hyper
would have
Beam.
been my preference.
Here's the beam, and there's the feint. No Fire Blast.
No Fox.
All right, what did you send in next?
Pidgey.
Yeah, that's...
Pidgey hurts Pokemon.
It sure does. There it is. So yeah, once again, I'm going to go ahead and beam here because I'm not going to be able to do much else.
I decided that instead of getting rid of the Dodrio, I'd power up so that when, maybe that Vulpix came in later, I'd be faster than it. So I used Agility.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you are just a couple of points slower than the Vulpix.
I know, I checked.
And yeah, good move. Smart move.
Well, I think I go back and forth on this because it's like, yeah, the Dodrio is fairly low level and weak, but it also has the game's most powerful Hyper Beam.
Yeah, according to a blog post written by a certain someone who did an analysis on it.
I did.
So yeah, nevertheless, you went with agility. Perfectly defensible choice, in my opinion. Let's see that play out.
Look, there's two of me. Now there's just one.
Boom. All right, that's some pretty decent damage. And you know, I mean, now you're faster, but hey, I'm not actually that upset because I got you to basically half health, which is a pretty big deal. So I can't do anything. I got to recharge.
Yeah, I was thinking about like, can I take advantage of this recharge turn? What I was thinking simultaneously is, God, I wish I had Reflect. And then I thought, does Pidgey actually learn Reflect? I don't know. But I had Substitute, and I figured Substitute might be fun. So I decided to throw a sub up.
All right. And here is that turn. Boom.
At this point, Pidgey has become Super Pidgey.
Yep. This Pidgey is about as powered up as a Pidgey can get.
It's a fortress.
It is, yeah, it is really something. It is extremely fast. It has a substitute up. You do not want to deal with this Pidgey. I was impressed at this. I was like, okay, I've never seen a Pidgey power up like this. This is crazy. I love it. I'm also very scared. And I mean, what can I do here? I gotta try and take out the substitute, so I go into the Hyper Beam.
I went with a Double Edge.
All right. There it is. So
at this point, you can begin to see Super Pidgey's flaw.
Yeah, so what happened there? We can replay that turn, and I'd like you, the audience, to watch Pidgey's health bar.
Have we become Blue's Clues?
Yeah, I guess so. All right, check this out. There's a double edge. Recoil. So the substitute did not take the recoil damage. If I hit the substitute with a move of mine, the substitute would absorb that damage. But instead, Pidgey took the recoil damage, so it now went from 30% to 23%. Which, you know, is something. Like, it still has a fair bit of HP and a substitute up, but it is chipping away at itself a little bit.
Yep.
So, that Dodrio did some good work, and, it is now done doing work. It has fainted. So I decided to send in Vulpix here in the hopes of getting this Pidgey confused, because I don't know how substitute works.
And, well, you just kind of spoiled it, man.
Well, I went with Confuse Ray.
I went with Double Edge. It's nice to be fast, because you go first.
Indeed. There's a Double Edge. That's a ton of damage. Also, a good chunk of recoil. And Confuse Ray failed. So let's unpack that turn. So I took over half my HP and health there. Big deal for one of my strongest Pokemon.
Don't fuck with Pidgey.
Very big deal. However, your Pidgey just lost half of its remaining HP to recoil. Also a big deal. And I realized the error of my ways when Confuse Ray failed, because Substitute, while it doesn't protect you from all statuses, it does protect you from Confuse Ray.
Yep.
So
at least on the Game Boys. Actually, it does. It protects you in Stadium too, I think.
So long story short, I fucked up. Yeah. At this point, I don't want the Vulpix to die. This thing is one of my best Pokemon. This Pidgey is... I'm noticing that it's killing itself through recoil damage, so I need to send in something that I don't mind taking some recoil damage just in order to get the Pidgey dead. So I decided to send in Ponita, since I already have a better fire type in Vulpix, so Ponita can eat the next hit.
I was sticking with Double Edge. A wiser Matt might have switched over to Sky Attacks at this point, knowing that, the Vulpix would need a turn to kill the sub.
Yep.
But I was not wise. I was feeling invincible.
All right. Let's see what happens. There's a Double Edge, and the Pidgey faints. So, my ploy to get the Pidgey to kill itself worked perfectly, and I'm pretty happy that this scary-ass Pidgey is no longer there. I'm also going to go ahead and close Steam so I stop getting notifications about...
Yeah. Why don't you think?
No.
instead of not
I have
think.
to move your Skype window so I can actually see. Uh-oh. All right, so I've done that. Now, let's see if I can get you.
I'm gone.
Yeah, now you're gone. Well,
Where
that was
am
not
I?
worth it. Let me just put it out
Help!
there that this was that was
No.
absolutely not worth it.
I'm trapped in the ether.
All right, so Matt, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you back momentarily.
Jesus Christ. Why don't you just...
Hello?
What?
All right, let's get this going. All right. Cool. So,
I don't see me.
yeah, you are still not there. Skype is I don't understand what Skype's deal is. Why like sometimes it likes to show you when I minimize it and sometimes it doesn't. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take your friggin' window and just kind of put it over here.
Oh, there's my full name. That's great.
Oh. I'm sorry. You've said your full name before though.
Yeah, it's different in writing though.
Okay. So what, you want me to try calling you again or
No, it's damage is done.
All right.
Unless you're gonna blur this
Ooh.
in post.
All right. I also can't click out of Skype because that means that.
No.
Yep.
This doesn't work.
No, this is gonna work. This is gonna be great. So. Oh yeah, no, it's actually not gonna work. Interesting.
Yeah, dipshit.
Yeah, because I have to click on this thing to advance.
Try
it.
again.
All right. Let's try that again. Let's actually try closing Skype and then reopening it. This hopefully will take care of it. All right. Hello?
What?
All right. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there you are. Cool. So now I'm just going to share my screen.
Why am I all the way up there?
There, we got it. It's all taken care of. Yeah? You happy?
There I am.
Yeah, there you are. And look, your full name is not showing. Nobody.
I live again.
Nobody will know your full name.
My city council campaign is safe.
Great. So, where were we? Yes, your Pidgey just fainted, which I was pretty happy about. What did you send in its place?
Oh, see now I'm all thrown off.
I wonder why.
What turn are we on?
We are on turn 14.
I sent out Seeking.
Why Seeking?
Water type.
Yeah. Finally, you realize that a water type is pretty good against most of my team.
Well, I liked not having it have to take 2 hits rather than 1 hit.
Okay.
You know?
So yeah, this Ponita is not going to be doing a whole much else this battle. So I decide, hey, maybe I can get some damage in and paralyze this thing with a Body Slam, the classic.
I use Surf. It's Seeking's classic.
It is. It is indeed.
Seeking can't learn Body Slam.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's interesting. I guess. So.
Look at this bullshit.
Yeah.
What a bullshit turn.
Yeah, pretty sweet. Ponita is putting in some good work. Great turn.
Worse.
So at this point, I'm like, cool. Ponita did its job. He's probably going to be surfing here. Let's bring in the toys. Let's bring in Ivysaur. It's going to take no damage from the surf, basically, and it's going to be able to deal with pretty much all of his team.
I surfed.
And here comes Ivysaur. And it didn't even get to even take that surf because
fucking guy.
Your guy was fully paralyzed. All right. Good stuff. I go with a Razor Leaf here to kill the Seeking.
What did I do? Oh, I switched to Scyther.
Why would you do that?
Because he double resists it, dummy.
Yeah, it's a great switch.
Why didn't you know that?
It was a rhetorical question. It was more for the audience's benefit than for my own.
Oh.
All right.
Why didn't you know that, audience?
Yeah, audience. Why aren't you pros in Generation 1 Pokemon battles?
Do you not have your type chart printed up above your desk?
Yeah. If not, you should.
You should. It does wonders for your social life.
All right.
Look at that weak ass critical hit from the Toys of all people.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, that didn't. First of all, it didn't surprise me. Secondly, it didn't really bother me because yes, I just did basically nothing to the Scyther, but I also don't care because I can still handily destroy it through other means. And so I decided to use Sleep Powder here to put that guy to
Yeah.
sleep.
Scyther was kind of the sacrificial Mon. I was deciding between either switching out Flareon here or switching out Scyther, and one of those guys would get put to sleep, and the other guy would have to fight the Toys. I figured Flareon had a better shot of fighting the Toys.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There's the
I actually liked that.
I'm surprised.
I liked
that was so stupid.
I liked that. I don't know why.
I never know with my jokes. I feel like 75% of the time I like a joke and you hate it. And then 25% of the time I say a joke that I'm pretty sure
stupidest
just
thing.
Dumb. I don't even find it that
like,
funny.
And it just like it just like scratches a little itch in my brain.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Scyther is asleep.
I'm gonna go as far as to say that probably should be the episode title.
Nope, it's too stupid to merit being the episode title. So yeah,
It'll be the episode title in my heart.
Okay, I took very little damage, only 24% from that critical hit slash, as I was expecting.
I know critical hits are really not really revealing themselves to be very cool in this battle.
Yeah, and yeah, your Scyther is asleep. So
yeah, good riddance.
I'm feeling pretty good. And I decided to go with a nice versatile body slam next.
I went with a nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself.
Yeah, why don't you correct yourself?
I decided to Swords Dance here because I have a free turn during which you were going to switch.
Yeah, I did switch. I switched to a not very versatile Flareon.
Fair enough.
But something that's good at fighting Ivysaurs.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt you.
So
Gonna fuck you up.
There's a Swords Dance. And I am now very ready to fuck up this Flareon with my level 65 and double attack. So I go with a Body Slam.
I went with Fire Blast. That's a nice move.
Let's watch this Clash of the Titans. There's the Body Slam. Doesn't quite finish it off. Fire Blast. Lots of damage. And burn.
I'd like a crit, though.
Yeah. Crit would have been nice for you. It's still, it did a lot. Considering...
It's still, yeah, that was a great turn. That was a real strong effort by Flareon.
Yeah. So yeah, at this point, I figure...
Good dog.
At this point, I figure you're probably going to be using Quick Attack because, I am faster than you and I'm about to finish you off. So I could just switch into a different Pokemon here, but I figure I can probably take that, that Quick Attack and be okay. So I just go with the Body Slam.
Yeah, I'm going with Quick Attack and I'm hoping it crits.
All right. There's the Quick Attack, only 8% damage. Body Slam faints. So even if the Quick Attack crit, it would not have fainted my Ivysaur.
Hey, maybe I got a really low roll.
Maybe. All right. Who's next? Who is next to take on this beast?
Yeah. Well, there aren't really great options here. I decided that the best option was Sleepy Scyther.
Yeah. It's actually not a bad choice because what happens here is that if I keep in the Ivysaur and I Body Slam, I'm not going to be doing much damage because of the burn, and I'll be taking burn damage. So
that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know what? Just let him burn damage himself to death.
So instead...
Also, right now, I'm very distracted by a squirrel that is losing its shit in my yard.
What is it doing? Running around?
It is, like, flipping over itself. I think it's trying to scratch its face.
Ooh.
But it's, like, flipping over itself, and now it's just sniffing the ground. But it was, like, freaking out. It was, like, doing dance moves.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, sorry for the distraction.
Well, it can't be worse than the time that I couldn't get Skype to work in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
One day I'll stop calling it a podcast. I don't know.
This will be one of the great episodes.
Yeah, for sure. This is what's going to get us the Emmy.
That's why Nintendo really wanted me for their thing.
Content like this.
Which they do.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't want to stay in against the Scyther for reasons just discussed. I go with a Ponita here because it's strong against bugs.
Yeah, I went with being asleep.
Yeah. You're asleep. Cool. And it's time for a Fire Blast.
I decided to stay in. I thought about maybe getting out, but I just want a free switch. And, with his Ivysaur in such horrible shape, maybe it wouldn't be able to sleep powder another one of my guys.
All right. I'm going to press play and just kind of sit here for a couple of seconds. Let's just watch what
Yeah,
happens.
let's see what happens.
That's a miss. You're asleep. I decided to do the same thing.
Do it.
That's
I
also a
dare you.
miss. You're still
Wow,
asleep.
you suck.
And I Fire Blast again. That's a hit. I got there.
Okay, that was okay.
It took me a couple of tries, but I got there.
Oh, I was like looking at like all those sleep turns I was burning. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna mess up this horse.
Nope.
Gonna beam this horse.
Didn't happen.
No, it didn't. I decided that now was seeking time. This was the opportunity that I was seeking to use it.
Fair enough. There is a Seeking. Um, this Ponita, I mean, I don't. All you have left is a Seeking and, a Rhyhorn. I might as well just keep the Ponita in and just Body Slam here because there's no reason not to.
This is a team that gets toist.
Yeah. So I go with Body Slam.
I actually went with Double Edge. I sort of thought there was a chance the Toist might come out and play, and I didn't want to embarrass myself by using Surf against it.
Okay. I mean, you could have also Blizzarded, I guess, right?
I could have also Blizzarded, but I felt like Double Edge actually had a better chance about, doing damage to that horse. Okay. It's kind of a half measure,
Fair enough. There's a Body Slam. It's a critical hit. Does a ton of damage.
I'm pretty mad that you left the freaking horse in.
And the Double Edge doesn't even feint it, which is pretty sad. Yeah.
Oh, the squirrel's losing his shit again. He's jumping around. He's forming into a ball. He's like jumping. Like when
is that squirrel actually Sonic the Hedgehog? Because it sounds like it might be Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like when like a cat gets scared and just like jumps straight up. He's kind of doing that.
Maybe it's got incident spans.
Yeah. Well, now he's licking his genitals. So That's not great.
Yeah. Maybe that squirrel's on like PCP or something.
Could be.
Have you left any PCP out in your yard recently?
That's where I left my PCP.
Okay. Well, now you know what happened to it.
Yeah. That makes sense now.
So yeah, this was a great turn. To recap, I got a critical hit Body Slam, which almost killed your Seeking, and your Seeking couldn't even manage to finish off my Ponita. So not that I needed this turn, but it was nice anyway.
Yeah. I think I switched over to Surf at this point. It wasn't going to happen, but just in case it did.
Body Slam, baby. Boom. R.I.P.
Bye, fish.
All right.
You will not be missed.
Here comes the Rhyhorn. And
this is my last Pokemon.
Sorry about that. I paused at the wrong time. There is the Rhyhorn.
The nice thing about this Rhyhorn is it can't get burnt, at least. The bad thing about this Rhyhorn is that it's going to die to an Ivysaur very soon.
It's going to die to like basically every one of my Pokemon. I think the only thing that would have a hard time with it potentially would be Doduo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go with Fire Blast because that's, what do you do? Stop watching that squirrel, Matt.
I am so fascinated by this squirrel. Listen, he's doing weird jumps again.
If even the host is not interested in the show, I feel like this does not speak well of.
I'm sorry. This squirrel is deeply entertaining.
All right. Well, maybe you should just turn your camera towards the squirrel, and this can become a squirrel cast.
Squirrel cast.
Squirrel cast.
The squirrel is now digging a hole.
That's what it does.
I'm using Earthquake.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do.
You like that? I'm paying attention?
Yeah. Great job. There's the Fire Blast. It misses, of course. And there's the Earthquake. So this Ponita has not had a great run of Fire Blasts. I think it's gotten about 1 out of 4
It's making up for your good run of fucking Body Slam paralysis.
And also Pokemon. Just like,
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, not a big deal, though. I still have 3 guys. Among them is the Toys. And I decided to put you out of your misery and switch in the Toys.
Can I just give a quick squirrel update?
No.
The squirrel jumped in the air and then landed on its butt, like when you play Mario 64 and fall from a height, and you do the butt pounds to not take damage.
So did it unlock any treasure like Mario might?
No, I mean, what actually do you need to butt pound onto? Like switches? Do you have to butt
Yeah,
pound onto
yeah. There are
switches, or
certain
can you
switches that
just
you have
walk
to.
onto switches?
Certain switches you gotta butt bound. I think there are like certain like item boxes that you can butt bound to.
Now who's distracted?
You by a squirrel.
You're distracted by Mario.
All right. Let's get this dumb battle finished. I just sent in the toys. I'm gonna finish off your right horn with the good old razor leaf.
I am hoping for a miss here. It's not the most unlikely thing in the world.
Yeah, 1 in
It's a
20.
5% chance.
Yep.
So I selected Earthquake because that'll kill an Ivysaur.
Maybe. Yeah.
At that level, yeah, it will.
All right.
I have Stab.
R.I.P.
And the crit too. Probably unnecessary. I would say almost certainly unnecessary.
Yeah, definitely unnecessary. So yeah, that was our battle. The choice came through as it is wont to do. So were you to have played this battle differently, do you think you could have won?
I don't think I could have won, but I do have regrets.
Yeah.
I regret not sending in that Rhyhorn to eat that Hyper Beam.
Yep.
I regret I just regret some of the Pidgey stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done that substitute. It's sort of dumb when you die with a sub up. Like, that's suboptimal.
It is suboptimal.
Yeah. I won't give you the satisfaction of saying I should have sent out Seeking, though. I feel like I had my reasons.
I disagree. I think that
I don't
Seeking
think
was
any of those
underutilized.
things, even in aggregate, would have been enough.
Probably not. I had a pretty sweet team.
Especially with you fucking full parring all my guys.
But yeah, I will say, given how misbalanced the teams were, like, you did pretty well. Like, I got a Vulpix at half health, I got an Ivysaur that's almost dead. Like, you did okay.
Yeah. I think I did. I don't think I did anything, like, egregious.
Yeah.
I think I did something...
Except for not sending in CK,
Nope.
You should have. Okay. For me, for most valuable Pokemon, I gotta give it to Ivysaur, although honorable mention to Ponita, which also did some good work. Least valuable Pokemon is Diglett, who just got one shot by a Pidgey and did nothing else.
Well, it got my Pidgey some recoil damage.
A very small amount of recoil damage, yeah.
Yeah.
From getting one shot.
Poor little guy does not really excel in the HP department.
Nope, or the defense department.
I would assume that maybe even Charizard has more HP.
Yeah, I would bet you.
Tune in next week for the continuation of which is bigger. Play the drop.
First of all,
play the drop.
First of all, no. And second of all, no. To both things. To both playing the drop and to that notion that you were espousing about.
Drop. Do you hear that? That was one of our listeners.
No, that was you, actually. You're not a very good ventriloquist. And also, I don't think that's how ventriloquism works. I don't think it can be done that way. What about your MVP and LVP?
MVP Pidgey.
Yep, obviously.
It was so good.
It was great.
It was really the only reason to even play the battle.
Yeah.
LVP Seeking. Not a good Pokemon.
I don't know, man. I don't think you give Seeking enough credit.
I give Seeking not even credit. I give it anti-credit by electing it LVP.
I think it was misused. I think Seeking suffered an injustice at your hands.
I think you are incorrect.
Okay. Well,
what?
Have I ever told you how eloquent you are, Matt?
I couldn't work a Seeking into there.
I'm glad. I'm sick and tired of hearing that bullshit.
I know. You just didn't even acknowledge like any of that's what I can tell that you really don't like it when you don't even acknowledge it.
Yeah, I figure maybe if I ignore it, it'll go away, and it never does.
Nope.
that never works for me.
Yeah, I do have to say in this battle, I did not get the results that I was seeking.
Great, good job. All right. Is there anything else you want to cover for this stupid? Are you done saying seeking?
No.
Is there anything else you want to cover? If
you're a very gullible person, you should know that the what I was saying about Nintendo was not true because it's April Fool's Day.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah. I think
I will.
I convinced 0 people.
Yep. Um,
I thought it was a pretty good one.
I I think it was cute. I don't think it was believable. Um, so
One day when they make Drunken Pokemon Master a Nintendo sanctioned thing, I will be laughing and you will be crying.
I think I'll be pretty happy about it.
No, because I would have broken a glass over your head.
Oh, okay. Then I probably would be crying. Why would you be so mean?
You didn't
Is it gonna be that
because
glass?
you didn't trust me. You didn't believe me. No, I don't think so. I like this glass actually. It's
Okay.
very solid.
I guess like the idea of an officially sanctioned Pokemon drinking game is somewhat absurd, but I think the much more absurd idea is that you would be the person in charge of it.
That really stings, man.
Okay, fair. Good.
That's a mean thing to say.
Well, you just threatened to break a glass over my head and make me cry, so
Might have deserved it.
Yep.
Might have deserved it. All right.
All right.
You raised a good point.
So this has been episode 34 of Mans Who Play Mons. You can find our website at tinyurl.com/manswhoplaymons. You can email us at manswhoplaymons@gmail.com.
You can tell a friend about the show.
You sure can.
I don't know why you do that, but I mean, you could do that.
Or tell a squirrel, or tell a squirrel about the show because
I'd
apparently
thank you.
squirrels factor deeply into the show.
I'd say thank you to you.
Yeah.
Does that mean nothing?
If you want to get
do my thanks mean nothing?
if you want to get Matt to thank you, refer a friend to the show.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right. So until next time, I have been Ilya,
I've been Matt.
and we will see you in a week.
Thank you for watching our program.